Guys, I'm kind of scared right now, honestly.
How come?
I think there's something among us.
Like what?
The Blair Witch.
Say that again.
The Blair Witch. I guess we're gonna do my final movie review. Story rating. It was a good story. It felt like a real event, and it actually felt like a real documentary, which was obviously the whole point of what they were doing. You never really saw what was after them, and I thought that was honestly a good thing. It was made with a low budget, and I feel like if they actually tried to show what they were trying to show, it would look fake, obviously.
The movie, originally, the trailers and everything, they made it out to be a real documentary of these teens that went into the woods and found something, and this was real footage that they had pulled off of these missing teenagers. This was real footage of them moments before they went missing and disappeared.
And if people went into it with a perspective that it was a real movie, then it would make that all the much scarier that they couldn't see what it was. Story rating, I thought it was a pretty genius concept, and I thought it was a really good execution of really what they were going for. So I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10. Horror rating, it wasn't really scary, but the fact that it felt too real at times is what played with you, because that was basically the whole point of the movie.
If I went into the theater thinking that I was gonna watch a real documentary, and then I saw what happened on the screen, obviously I would be probably a little shook up. But still, it's a pretty genius concept and a pretty cool way to mess with people, honestly. So I'm gonna give the horror a 7 out of 10. Obviously, it's not top of the line because there's not anything really scary happening, but the way that the actors lead you to think that there's something scary happening, and the way that it's actually filmed where you wouldn't even know if something scary was happening, it kind of plays into that role. Honestly, whenever I started up the movie and it started as a documentary, I'm not a big documentary guy. I found it a little boring until we get into the woods and we get lost and you see all these characters fighting with each other, and you really get to know the characters and you really feel like the characters are actually real. And then you see these creepy sounds that they're hearing and they're running from something and they don't know what it is. It really kind of just sets this feeling in your chest, like you're there with them, watching them go through this. And it's honestly pretty enjoyable of a movie. Once you take away the obvious not real aspect, but once you get really into the movie, it's honestly a pretty good movie, and I would have to rate it a 7.5 for enjoyment rating.
Especially when we're out there in the environment of the...
Especially when we're in the environment of the movie, it makes it feel all that more real. And a little creepier. So that's what I'm gonna have to give it for today. I'm gonna have to give this movie a solid 8 out of 10. Honestly, this movie was a pleasant surprise. I thought it was honestly going to be corny and a little bit outdated because this movie was made in 1999. And honestly, I went into it not expecting too much, but I actually came out with a lot more than that's the overall rate. I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10. You guys share your thoughts in the comments. So yeah, guys, that's basically all I have for you today. It's a pretty solid movie, and my opinion of it, I think it's pretty good. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and yeah, guys, I guess I'll catch you in the next one. What was that?